complaining rarely improves anything. There is a simple anecdote about a duck and a flock of swans that illustrates this idea. One day, a duck sees swans flying south for the winter and begins complaining. "Oh, you are swans. You are so beautiful. If only I were like you, I would fly there too." The swans respond calmly. "So what's the problem? Come with us. Sit on one of our wings. We'll carry you there and bring you back the same way." But the duck refuses. "No, you're big and beautiful. I'm small and awkward. I can't go." The swans try again. "Then simply follow the current of the flock. Fly with us. You'll make it." Yet the duck continues complaining instead of trying. Eventually, the swans realize something important. The duck is not looking for a solution. She is attached to the complaint itself, and they fly away. The story may sound humorous, but it describes a very real pattern in human behavior. Many people spend enormous amounts of time complaining about circumstances, other people, or their own limitations. But complaining rarely changes the situation. In fact, it often makes things worse. Complaints consume energy that could otherwise be used to solve problems. They also influence the emotional atmosphere around us. When someone constantly complains, the mood of the entire group gradually becomes heavier. Motivation fades, confidence weakens. Instead of searching for solutions, people begin focusing on obstacles. This dynamic has been observed in philosophy for centuries. Stoic thinkers argued that the key to a stable life is distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. The philosopher Epictetus famously taught that many of our frustrations come from trying to control things that are not truly ours to control. The opinions of others, external events, or unpredictable outcomes. Complaining often emerges from this confusion. We protest against circumstances that exist independently of our wishes. But Stoicism proposes a different strategy. Instead of resisting reality through complaints, we redirect attention toward actions that are actually possible. Even when circumstances are difficult, we still retain control over our responses, decisions, and efforts. This perspective transforms frustration into agency. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius repeatedly reminded himself that obstacles are part of life. The proper response was not resentment, but adaptation. Reality does not negotiate with our preferences, it simply exists. From this perspective, complaining becomes unproductive because it focuses attention on what cannot be changed rather than on what can. There is also a social dimension to complaining. Negative speech spreads easily through groups. One person's pessimism can influence others, gradually lowering collective motivation. The poet Dante Alighieri captured a similar idea when he wrote about light and reflection. When one light goes out, every mirror grows darker. In other words, when hope disappears from one person, it can dim the atmosphere for everyone nearby. Complaining, therefore, does not remain personal. It becomes contagious. This does not mean that people must ignore difficulties or pretend that problems do not exist. Honest recognition of challenges is necessary, but there is a difference between analysis and complaint. Analysis asks, what can be done? Complaining asks, why is everything unfair? Only the first question produces change. The alternative to constant complaining is not blind optimism, but practical responsibility. Instead of focusing on everything that is wrong, attention shifts toward what can be improved. Even small actions restore a sense of agency. Stoic philosophy often recommends a form of calm detachment toward things outside our control. This attitude is sometimes misunderstood as indifference, but it is closer to emotional discipline. Energy is preserved for meaningful action. The lesson of the duck and the swans, therefore, remains surprisingly modern. Some people remain trapped in endless complaints, not because solutions do not exist, but because complaining itself becomes a habit. A habit that replaces effort. The Stoic alternative is simple. Stop wasting energy on complaints and direct it toward action. Focus on what can be changed, accept what cannot, and invest attention in things that genuinely bring meaning and satisfaction. Complaining rarely moves life forward. Action does.